Hello everyone, this is Genesis. I'm back with Vcom AI. This is hopefully the last Vcom AI video until I release the test version, because I think it's just getting there, and this is just taking a little bit too long, a little bit too busy. But anyway, I hope everyone is doing great out there and staying happy and smiling. So today I'm going to be focusing on a couple little nuances for the scripts and any other bugs that we come across. So I'm just going to be playing with the AI a little bit. There are a couple features that were requested. There was this one person sent me a message and he was having a hard time with, because right now the way VCOM works is if there is a helicopter flying overhead or something, they anyway shoot at it, but they're not going to chase it down. But if it's in the process of landing or taking off, then they might still try to chase it down, which I haven't thought of a creative solution to that yet. So I'm not sure if I'll be doing that today, because things like that tend to take quite a bit of work to get pulled off in a dynamically pleasing way. So I'm gonna have to think about that. It's kind of hard with Vcom sometimes because it is such a. It has to be. I try to make it so dynamic and in a way that will work in at least 80 to 90%, 75 to 90% of situations I want it to work in, and because you have to have a response in all the vastness that is Arma that makes some semblance of sense, so that could be a little difficult sometimes. So what I am going to be doing today is, I think the last thing I left off with was that the AI seemed to kind of pick you up a little fast where you are, if I recall correctly, or something like that, and I need to work on that. So what I'm going to do is spawn in some squads here. I'm going to go ahead and give me the teleport click option. And I'm also going to make myself invulnerable here. And you know what I need to do is start the timer. Bam. Alright. Was it allow damage? I'm forgetting. So, just to keep everyone up to date, I am still working on this. It is still happening. It has gone awfully slow. There is someone that I am planning to work with, or to kind of pass over some of the VCOM stuff for, depending on how much he's willing to do, of course, because unfortunately I can't dedicate as much time to Arma like I want to, due to just work. Trying to run a business is a lot of work, and trying to save up money for a house is a lot of work. So of course I've been a little busy. What we're gonna do is set terrain grid, and Arma's always been one of my passions, but there's Vcom is one of those games that has such a, or one of those mods that has such a high demand that I just feel like I can't keep up with the needs of the community. So I might be passing that over soonish, or we'll see how that works. I'm not exactly sure. It depends how awesome he is planning on being. So we're gonna go ahead and test is, and I think we fixed this before, but when Blue 4 engages Op 4, Op 4 shouldn't just magically know where I'm at. And it looks like that is the case. Except he just spotted me. And I'm curious. We're gonna go to this. Op 4 kind of just got surprise attacked there. That was a little interesting. So it used to be they used to turn instantly and spot you, but it seems like they still know about the player a little too well. So what I want to do, I'm going to create a function here. So let's pull up a good old Notepad++ here. There might be some 7 Days to Die stuff on there. Yeah, that's also another thing. I've been doing so much work that sometimes when I get home, I just want to play a game or something like that. I don't want to. I just don't have the brain power to work on Arma, because it does take some time to do some power. So on. Oop. Whoopsie. Let's get that off my screen. Alright, so let's see here. So I'm thinking I want a function that just let's see. I gotta think about this here. So while Yep. Do this. It's true. So while this loop is going, I want it to report my knows about from the enemy. So we're going to do a for each all units. See, I have to remember this command. So what I want to do is pull every unit that knows about me and just do the enemy. So there is a command. I can't remember. We're going to go and Google this here. Arma3 is enemy function. Fuck enemy. Okay. I know I have one of my scripts, so let's go hunting here. So I know someone added this for the gosh, was the closest ally Warren maybe? Huh. Well, we have this. We have the friendly array, which calls all my friendly units. And let's look at that one. Friendly array. Yep, okay, let's see. I could have sworn there was a basic function that did a check for closest enemy, maybe? Oh, this is the problem. Yeah, there we go. Bizfunc side is enemy. Okay, so I wonder which one would be quicker. So let's go back to this. I guess this really doesn't matter for some debug code. It really doesn't matter what is quicker or not. For each all units minus, I want to take away the array for, let's see if this works. So what it does is it pulls all the units, it'll subtract all units that are friendly. And then it will do is do player, and we'll do system chat format. And we'll do X will be the unit, and the knows about number 2. So that 2 will be is it X knows about player? And this will give me a variable, and I'm going to double check that command here. So I'm going to bring this over here. I'm going to do knows about. And is what that will do is tell me the unit, and it'll tell me how much on a scale of 0 to 4 does that unit know about me. And it looks like, bam, there we go. So we're going to go ahead, and I'm going to make sure to put this in brackets just because errors. And I'm going to save that, run that. Uh-oh, what happened here? You know, it'd be nice if I added the semicolon there. Try one more time. Okay, well, it has me in there. So I know about myself very well. This is very good. This is a very good thing. I'm going to set this to false. And okay. Minus. Does this need to be in brackets? I think this needs to be in its own array. Alright, so now it'll subtract me as well from that list. And let's go ahead and spawn in some dudes. You can see immediately that they don't know about me. Okay. So we're at 0. Now I'm just going to lay here. Now I can see them. I'm just going to lay here, and then I'm going to spawn in a fire team over here so they can get kind of set first. I'm actually going to save this to knows about I do not want it. Oops. I want it there though. That's okay, I'll move it later. Let's do it really quick. My handy dandy scripts, a whole bunch of random scripts that I use that aren't specific to anything. I just throw in this folder here and no. And there we go. Okay. So, oh, I just spawned them. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is put these dudes here. I'm going to tell them to just engage op4. And also at the same time, we can kill two birds with one stone here and look at how they're moving. And let me double check. This message real quick. Okay. So you can see the AI moving up. Shots were fired. Looks like Blue 4 was deciding to use this house and spread around this line here. Okay, they got rid of their waypoint. Under fire. And you can see it's still, they don't know about me, it's still returning 0. Still 0. Still 0. Oh, so now they know about me. So why did that suddenly hop 4? So now I'm going to teleport away. Maybe that's just basic armor behavior? I am not sure. So it's still 4. Still 4. Okay. Looks like op4 should decide to retreat. So that doesn't seem right to me. Now, I need to test to see if that is a Vcom behavior happening or if that is just vanilla. And one thing I'm noticing right now, I'm just kind of watching the combat. I gave Blue 4 a waypoint and they are following it. A lot of people had issues when they give waypoints that wouldn't follow it, and actually you can see these guys following it pretty readily. Op4 is deciding to retreat on their own, and they're trying to have this guy, the auto rifleman, suppress them while they kind of fall back. And now he's going to try to run, so while he's getting covered. See, I'm actually pretty happy with this. They're not just running across the field super duper fast, and actually looks like, oh, so they kind of maybe changing it up a little bit, maybe not. No, okay, they just decided to check that out. And this guy needs to run. I think what's happening is he keeps getting suppressed. He's trying to, but he keeps getting a shot. Yeah, see, he keeps getting up and down, and that's another interesting behavior. So it looks like Blue 4 decided they are going to stick to the woods. They are not happy with this engagement. They're going to try to come up at this angle again. They're going to regroup. And he keeps spotting them. Which is fine. These guys are keep falling back. Looks like these guys are actually engaging from here now. No, they're shooting at me. And see, this whole time now they magically know where I'm at. So that doesn't seem right to me. So we're going to go ahead and delete all these dudes. And I am going to go into the net, and we are going to go ahead and disable this. It's false. Now, no more Vcom AI, but I will still get the alerts of the knows about. And so, interestingly enough, they didn't spot me until I was moving, and then once they spotted me, they seemed to just know exactly where I was the whole time, which is also not ideal. What I'm gonna do is, let's see, let's get that right there. Go right here. Okay, so they're back at 0. It's a new account here. I'm going to crouch right here, and I'm going to tell Blue 4 again to engage. Now, this is vanilla AI, and I want to see if they magically pick me up. And so what I'm going to do is, if they do not, I'm going to do a giant search for knows about in all my scripts to see if I anywhere edit the knows about of a unit. And I thought the nosebout would decay on its own. I thought it would slowly decay, but maybe that's not the case. So we're gonna have to figure that out. Okay. They're moving. Wow. Come on. There they go. Okay, they're going. They're going. They're just being smart. Okay, they're moving like 2 feet though. I'm gonna speed this up a little bit. I just don't want to waste time, so I'm gonna put them right here. They see each other. Right here. How about now? Okay, Alpha sees. I'm moving around. I'm moving around. I'm not shooting. Okay, now they're seeing me. Oh, they spot up. Okay, so that seems to be a vanilla behavior. I'm gonna go ahead and teleport away now. I'm gonna teleport all the way over here on the other end of the map. And, see, it's still 4. So that appears to be a vanilla behavior of spotting somebody like that magically. And I'm actually surprised. So 4 means they know exactly where I'm at right now. Yep. So they know exactly where I'm at. So if I get them out of combat mode though, if I get them back to like, I don't know, safe. Where? Safe. Okay, why am I having so much problem with vanilla AI now? Safe. Gosh. And safe. Alright, regardless of vanilla AI, and we'll double check because I'm going to go back. The function I disabled was this. And when this function is disabled, it does not put any AI into the queue to be processed. That means they get no event handlers. They get nothing. So that means this is pure vanilla AI. And they don't get touched. I cannot get them to go back to safe. Okay, now I'm going to set something up here. I'm going to go ahead and see if I can set my... Let's see. What we're going to do is set my awareness back down to 0. I want to see if it spikes back up. So we're going to go to Noseabout here. I'm going to take this right here, and I'm going to just change this to... for every unit, I'm going to do X reveal player 0. So it's going to put me back down to 0. It'll do for every enemy unit, put me back down to 0. Should. Whoops, I did underscore player. Don't do underscore player. Just do player. Go in single player. Should that not work? Okay. So yeah, this is supposed to be the to whom, to reveal to who, the player, that back to 0. Can I put it to 1? I can't get it to go back down. Hmm. So that's actually some interesting vanilla behavior, is they just know where I'm at right now. Maybe it's because of Zeus or something? I'm not sure. Wow, what an interesting behavior. So if they spot you, and if I go behind here, yep. If I go here. And I teleport over here. And then I teleport back. They just are magically aware of everywhere I am. So if I... Wow. Okay. Now, there's one thing I haven't checked. Now, there's the things that I have when people are firing. When people are firing, that it does some reveal action. So let's go ahead and still do the same check. I am going to open up all these functions in here, and I'm going to do functions, find in files. Let's just do a basic search for knows about, and we're gonna find files. Yep, find all. Okay, so we have one in hearing aids, which this gets added to the unit. So this shouldn't have impacted them at all, but let's go and double check it. Yeah, this gets added to the unit of firing, so it shouldn't impact me at all. And this other one is suppressing shots. And this doesn't even modify the reveal or it knows about, it just pulls it and checks to see if it's above a certain distance. And then it does it. Okay. So that, to me, is very interesting. They're still at 4. So if I delete these guys and put them in here, okay. There's vanilla. I'm gonna shoot. Just to make sure, okay. And that is because I have the suppressing shots of the hearing aids on my character. So this will make them become alert even though Vcom AI is turned off. This gets added. This was already added to me before I disabled it. So I'm gonna turn on Vcom AI debug to kind of double check that. And so what I'm thinking at this point is if it's a vanilla behavior, I'm not sure how to intercept that or if it's worth it right now. So again, I should see. Okay. I'm gonna add just a suppressor to this. Oh, there we are. I'm going to add a suppressor. Whoops. Like so. I'm going to spawn in some dudes again. And actually, the vanilla AI is actually better now. They actually hear me. So that is rather impressive. That never used to be like that. So now they are in combat mode, and it actually increased their awareness. So that's a vanilla behavior that has actually changed. So I'm going to have to give Bohemian some credit for that. They actually hear gunshots, and now, but now they magically know where I'm at. Even though, so you can see I'm a sneaky snake, that means when it says I'm a sneaky snake, where is that? Wait, that means it does nothing. So the script goes straight to the section right here, and you can see all that does is if debug is enabled, it shoots out I'm a sneaky snake. So it has nothing to do with this hearing aid script, it has nothing to do with anything else. And I will do one more search for reveals. I'll find files, or reveal, I should say. And yeah, the only thing is I have with UAVs, that the UAVs will spot units. So it looks like it's a default behavior. You can see they're looking, here's the wiggle test, they're kind of looking towards me. Now, if I teleport over here, do they turn around? And so maybe I'm understanding the knows about incorrectly. Knows about maybe doesn't seem to tell them what location I'm at, because now they're still looking this way. But even though I teleported, but I have a feeling if I even just teleport here, they will magically turn around, and that is a problem. And I'm wondering if they did this to make the AI a little bit better at responding. I'm not sure. That's just something interesting to keep in mind there. Okay. Unfortunately, there's not much I could do about that. How much time do we have left here? 6 minutes. You know, I'm going to go ahead and leave that as it is. That's kind of a behavior I'm not too happy with, and I would love to change that, but I'm not sure how to make that an effective change right now that doesn't drain too much frame rate. So we're going to have to play around with that a little bit. But one thing I'm going to test right now is just some basic squad on squad action. And we're going to do it in our favorite town right over here because it's got plenty of different types of terrain. I need to re-enable Vcom though, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's turn this back on. Okay. Let's get that back on. Let's get this. And what we're also going to do is get a car with transport. And we're going to go ahead and put fire team in there. Eventually, we go back to blue 4. We're going to give them a transport. And we'll just put some more dudes in there. And we'll even get a little more crazy and put in, let's see, let's get a camo ghost hawk here with a fire team, and oops, I'm gonna have to take off. Well, we'll leave debug mode on so we can get as laggy as possible because that's what we're here to do. Let's see. Why can I not see planes? I doubt planes would be able to land troops, but you know what? We're gonna see what happens. I doubt this is going to work. I highly doubt this is going to do anything. That ship is also way overpowered. It's really good. Okay, let's go ahead and get these guys in. Oh, these guys in. These guys in. Okay. So we have our dudes hopefully embarking here. You guys getting in? No? Can AI not board these for a reason? Get in. There you go. This is a too freaky of a position for them to handle, I see. It's too spoopy. Good. Why did you just fall like that? You okay? Yeah, you're fine. Gonna rotate you. Why can't I? There, jeez, I'm having the hardest time with Zeus nowadays. And I'm going to bring this guy just back. Back. Okay, so now all we're gonna do is so AI will generate waypoints. Now, okay. Fine. Oh, this is the vehicle transport. I goofed. All right, AI. I'll take the blame for that. That's my bad right there. You're getting there. So all I'm gonna do, and keep in mind, if you have a mission or you're playing with Zeus, and if you give them an attack order, they will not generate extra waypoints. They will just keep attacking that point until they die or whatever. So I'm gonna give them just move waypoints. So they will generate their own attack orders. And man, this AI is he's just having so much fun in there. This, by the way, is one of my favorite vehicles in Arma right now. Okay. So I'm assuming these guys will just hop out, not even drive into combat. You can see that these guys have entered. They already go to combat mode. Yes, they must have spotted them, so they're kind of moving. Some are moving here. Actually, maybe a good chunk of them are moving. Nope, only 4. They're kind of moving up. I'm going to just get rid of this real quick to see where they're moving. You can kind of see the positions they're considered. Apple really likes that shack. Okay, no, they have seen each other, but they have not engaged, and there's the engagement. So now you can see that gunshots are making them come away. So the targets are moving, so it's resetting their accuracy. If that is an option you have enabled. And so these guys are running for cover over here. This guy got cut out in the open. You can see they garrisoned this building here. This guy is just firing because he has a clear sight. He's suppressing actually all 3 of these dudes here. As you can see, they're running for cover. Some smoke has popped on the road. No one has been killed yet. The accuracy of these guys are pretty low, mind you. Okay, it looks like the vehicle here has responded. These guys have gotten out and they are coming to aid. So have these dudes here. So they were able to disembark. These have not been calling for support yet. That one has not been calling for support yet. You can see all the different bubbles popping up now and smoke being used. Okay, we do have a casualty. Not for casualty here. I believe that's op 4. Let's find out. Yep. And blue 4 casualties. We're getting casualties on both sides now. And now remember, you can see right here it says man down. Okay, so this is telling us that these people are dying, and if the squad is not killed, if the entire squad is not killed in the allotted time, yep, it calls for help. Group successfully calls for help. That's Alpha. No, these guys got called for help. And it looks like they're actually close enough to just disembark. And it looks like they don't know what to do because this plane looks like it wants to pick off and move. Oh man, getting added disembarked to say disembarked is such a pain in this game. Okay, did they finally do it? I think they finally are going to say disembarked. I think they finally did it. This ship is actually interesting. Okay. And now he's taking off. There he goes. So he's taking off, and he looks like he went backwards into the tree line because AI are great like that. He was trying to take off there. Unless the ship over here shot him somehow, which I highly doubt. Let's go. Let's see what's going on with the battle. The truck is slowly moving up, I guess. You can see that the battle has now ranged from a pretty good line here across this road, and I know the debug is making it awfully hard to see, but it looks like Op 4 is in this primary area here at the top. Blue 4 is still stayed around this area. I think Op 4 is actually doing a great job of keeping them suppressed. And this vehicle here, the AI will use that for cover if they need to. The Blue 4 doesn't really know if they're getting suppressed. They're not able to move. You can see that they're kind of getting pushed in this corner here by Op 4 that is up here. Looks like this truck is coming around, trying to offer. So you can see that they're thinking about using that for cover. You can see this guy over here pop some smokes. Now I'm wondering if he's going to use it to move, and he is. You can see he's looking at the enemy. And you can see that Op 4 using their truck as cover as well. And I know we're out of time here. So this is one of the things I love about this, is they will use these vehicles as cover. Yeah, it put this guy in danger here, but maybe there's a way I can have him disembark. But that maybe is a little bit too controlling. Alright, and you can see Op 4 is now taking off to the skies because their pilot managed to not crash into a tree. And he's going to make life a lot harder for these soldiers here. And actually, it looks like they had a soldier back here. He fell back. This is one of the groups that was coming to support. Actually, it looks like they got cut off, and he's just sitting back here shooting people down. You can see the Op 4 here is just using this vehicle. You can tell they're a little suppressed at the moment. So this just is one of the things that I love. It offers a huge range of these interesting scenarios and differences in combat. Because these dudes are just, they don't want to even move from that position. I don't even know. They have some plans, but I think they're just getting suppressed way too much to move. You can see Op 4 is actually slowly enveloping them, coming around the sides here, and trying to kind of encircle them. And Blue 4 really is just stuck. You can see that the enemy's close fire. They don't feel like they can really move. Now they're getting shot at. They have no line of sight on them to actually shoot. So you can see how this is getting a little... Looks like Blue 4 is about ready to get shut down here pretty hard because they're getting encircled. Okay, he got hit. He's going to try to move to get a position to engage back. He's having a hard time. Okay, oh! And he could not hit that target to save his life, but he was trying. You can see Blue 4 is now getting wiped out. He's trying to re-engage. He's down. And you can see how what happened is these guys stayed mobile. They were constantly moving. And so Blue 4 never could pin them down or get their accuracy. These Blue 4 decided to hunker down in one spot, and they suffered for it. They couldn't shoot back, and now they're dead. And that's it. Op 4 is won. So that's just a little quick showcase. I'm actually pretty happy with that. I'm going to release this as a test version right now. And we're going to see what people say. And if it's successful, then I will go through the whole process of converting the mod and converting it to Steam and converting it to the actual full package. Alright, well, thank you so much for watching. I'm going to go work on some bunnies. See you next time.